Well, we're back again. I'm just driving back down the highway from Vince's place there. I've never been to his place. It's a nice big house there. And he has a pinball machine in the living room, which my wife would never let me do for sure. But anyway, we got things narrowed down, but not quite fixed. So we have it where it's maybe, I think we did get some progress. We got about maybe 95% of the stuff to work, so we know that the game will work. Just got to find out what's shorting out here on some early steps. So we didn't quite get that located, but we got some good information now. Could continue to look for that particular little error, and then you'll have a working machine, and then you can work on tweaking it, shining it up, making it nice. So that was a nice trip there, or a nice little afternoon of troubleshooting. So it's not too bad a day, a little warm and humid, but otherwise not so bad. So we're driving back to the house, getting home for some dinner, and maybe I thought while I'm driving back here I could talk about the exchange students. This is how I met Vince there and his wife. They've had an exchange student or two from a program called YFU, Youth for Understanding. It's been around for over 50 years exchange program. We've had ourselves, my wife and I don't have kids of our own, but we've had exchange students now for 8 years. So 2002 was the first one. Our first gal from Japan in 2002, she came back after going back after a year to finish high school, and then she came back to college in our town in Muskegon, and then went to Grand Valley State University, not too far away. Got a job in the U.S., but then that wasn't going to work out perfect for her, so she ended up going back to Japan. But we're very close to her, almost like we have our own daughter. We're so close. Taught her how to help her learn how to drive, taught her how to drive a stick shift car. It's very felt like we have a daughter, so very important part of our lives now. And we had other students from Thailand and 3 different ones from China over the years. A guy from Hungary, a girl from Germany, another girl from Japan last year wants to come back. Actually, all three of our Chinese students will be back this year going to college in the U.S. Two going to Michigan State, which is only a couple-hour drive from us, and another one's going to University of Dayton in Ohio. So we get to see our crew here. We're sort of their American family. We have Christmas and holidays together. Many come back if they're around in the States. It's nice. So our family keeps getting bigger every year. We'll have a girl from Thailand coming this year, about a month from now. Actually, a month to this day. So that's been very rewarding for us. Some of them take to the pinball machines, some not so much, but we have a lot of exchange students over to the house for have a little party with our student, and that the pinball machine collection in the basement is a big hit. They have a lot of fun with that. Most of them have never seen one before, and then we can get into the rules and things like that, but it's usually a lot of fun, and I like seeing them have fun and teach them how to use it and that sort of thing. A couple of machines become very attached to. Our first gal from Japan, she got really into the one machine that I like, and I'll probably never sell it because of that, called Pinball Magic from Capcom. And another gal from Germany we got real close to too. She got into pinball, and there's the one called the Machine Bride of Pinball that she really, really likes. So I'll probably be hanging on to that one forever too. So whenever they visit, they got their machine they remember. So. Anyway, that's kind of a few things about our exchange students, and of course we've had lots of other activities we do with them, not just pinball. It's been a very rewarding part of our lives having them, and then keeping in touch with them over the years here too. So it's nice to have this big family that we get. We can teach them things about the U.S. The U.S. is not everything they see in the news, and we learn things about their countries too. And then that information gets passed around to people that we know too. So. Anyway, I think I'll sign off for right now. I'll set the machine off and touch base when I get back home. Well, part of who I am is I like to take different routes on the way home usually. I don't like to go the same way every time, so, and if the way happens to go by some railroad tracks, I'll go that way because I'm kind of a train nut. So I decided to swing by to see what's going on by the Muskegon Railroad Yard here. So we'll just take a quick peek around here. The little branch line actually goes all the way up past where I just was, past Holton, Michigan, all the way to Fremont, where Gerber Baby Food is. That's probably the biggest customer up that way. And then that line continues down to Holland, Michigan. CSX used to own it, and now they sold this little branch off to Mid-Michigan Railroad, I think it's called. Anyway, the two engines here are the ones that typically take one train out every night. So sometimes I catch that train when I'm out and about after a gig, which I'll talk about later. Well, back at the house, and Jasmine, come here. Yeah, you like carrying the bottle. Our Golden just loves to carry things, so she has to pick up something every time you come home. So, yeah, thanks, Squee. One of the themes mentioned was what's in your pockets. So since I just got back here, I will empty my pockets and we'll see what's there. Yes, the Radio Shack clips that I bought on the way out. I have also my Palm Pre cell phone in the right pocket. And so as to not scratch that, I have keys and stuff in my other pocket. What's here? Instructions on how to get to the guy's house. A check from a big band I play in. It's kind of covers gas money. One of the big bands I play in. There's my car keys. There's a little toothbrush kind of thing. And then I got my Swiss Army knife with this cool flashlight, which actually is quite bright. It's handy to have that in your pocket. It's saved me many times. No change. Oh yeah, then in my back pocket I would have my pretty beat up leather wallet here. So that's the pockets for today. Well, we're going to go take a little run out to the lake after dinner, and our dog is all set. She loves this part. Oh, just starting to head down the dune toward Lake Michigan. This little park here that's very close. Only about a 3 or 4 minute drive, and we're here. A little bit of a sand dune area, and then we get through some woods, and through the woods we hit Lake Michigan. And Jasmine's knife's already down there, a little bit ahead of me here, and I'll stop filming as we go through the woods. Probably a little dark for filming, and we'll click it on when we get closer to the lake. What? I did that again.